Hello everyone, welcome to this class. So in this class, we are going to consolidate what we have learned previously, and especially we are going to focusing on opening our chest and strengthening our arms. So let's start with some warm-ups. Stand at the front of your mat, feet together, hands by your sides, palms facing forward into Tadasana, the mountain pose. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Draw your shoulder blades back and down. Open up your chest. So inhale, lift up your arms, hands on top of your shoulders. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend back. Inhale up. Exhale, roll down slowly. So we're going to repeat this up and down 4 more times. So inhale, slowly come up. Hands on top of your shoulders, and then bend back. Open up your chest. Inhale up, exhale, roll down slowly. Inhale, roll up slowly. Head comes up last, hands up and then back, open up your chest. Exhale, back and then roll down slowly. Last time. Inhale, roll up. Hands up and then back, open up your chest. Exhale, rolling down your head. Curl your spine and then come down. Hands on your shins or maybe on the mat. Into Uttanasana, inhale halfway up, lengthen forward, exhale, fold down. If your hamstrings are tight, bend your legs as much as you need, and then inhale halfway up, hands, fingertips under your shoulders. So now we're going to twist our body to the right. So inhale, lift up your right hand. Really engage your core muscles to help you with the twist. Really press your feet down to keep your hips square to the midline. And then exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left hand up. Twist to the left. Look at your left hand. Engage your core. Keep your hips square to the front. Exhale, lowering down. So let's step back into a plank pose. Look forward, shoulders above your wrists, lowering down your hips aligned with your torso. Really engage your core, press your hands down, and then all lowering down your knees to the mat. Bend your arms into Chaturanga. Look forward, and then release into a baby cobra pose. Open up your chest to the front. Draw your elbows towards the chest. Inhale, lift up your hips into a downward dog. So this is our first downward dog. Let's introduce some movement. So you may pedal your feet on the mat. And you may sway your hips from side to the other side. And then let's come back to stillness. If your hamstrings are tight, you may bend your legs, lift up your heels. Otherwise, you may aim to lowering down your heels to the mat, straighten your legs. Really press your hands down. Draw your chest back towards your legs, lengthen your spine. Inhale, lift up your right leg back, hips are squared. Exhale, lowering down your right foot to the front. Heel alignment. Inhale, come up, hands on your hips. Check your alignment. So draw your torso back so your shoulders are above your hips. Both knees are pointing forward. Your left foot is flat on the mat. Really press the outer side of your left foot down to keep your left hip forward, aligned with your right hip. Now inhale, lift up your hands on top of your shoulders. Engage your core, lengthen your lower back, and exhale, bend back. Open up your chest to the ceiling. Inhale up. Exhale, lowering down your hands at the back.
Inhale, clasp your fingers, draw your shoulder blades down and towards each other. Exhale, open up your chest to the ceiling. Inhale, up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, lean forward, look forward. Really press your left foot down to help you lengthen forward. Your right shoulder is more or less by your right knee, inner right knee. And then maybe lowering down your gaze. Lift up your hands over to the front, humble warrior. And then let's release our hands, left hand in the middle of your mat. You can do the supported side plank or the full side plank on the outer left foot. Lift up your hips high. Lift up your right hand. And then lowering down your right hand to the mat with control. Look forward into a plank or lowering down your knees. And then bend your arms into chaturanga. Release into a cobra pose. Maybe lift up a bit higher this time. Inhale, lift up your hips into a downward dog. Let's do it on the other side. So inhale, lift up your left leg back. Hips are squared. Exhale, lowering down your left foot to the front. Heel alignment. Inhale, come up. Really press the outer right foot down to align your right hip forward with your left hip. Inhale, hands up on top of your shoulders. Draw your belly in. Exhale, bend back. Inhale, up. Exhale, lowering down your hands at the back. Inhale, lengthen and open up your chest to the ceiling. Exhale, up. Inhale, lean forward. Lengthen your spine. Really press your right foot down. And also draw your left hip into the midline. And then lowering down your gaze, lift up your hands over into humble warrior. Now release your hands, right hand in the middle of your mat. Right shoulder on top of your right wrist. Step back into a side plank on your outer right foot. Lift up your hips high up. And then lift up your left hand. Look at your left hand. And then lowering down with control. This time knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga, cobra or upper dog. And let's peel up into a downward dog. Really press your fingers down, your palms down, and draw your hips back and up, lengthen your spine. Inhale, look between your hands, lift up your heels, and let's step forward. Try to keep your legs straight into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, bend your legs and roll up one vertebrae by one vertebrae. Your head comes up last. Lift up your hands on top of your shoulders, lengthen your spine. And then lowering down your hands in front of your heart. So let's continue with the flow. Inhale, hands up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend back. Inhale, up. Exhale, lowering down your hands and bend your legs, swing your fingers on the mat, and then lift up your arms by your ears into chair pose. Check if you can see your big toes. If not, then sit further back. Look between your hands. Tuck your tailbone down, lengthen your lower back, and then lowering down your hands in front of your heart. Let's twist to the right. So inhale, engage your core, twist to the right. Left elbow over your right knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine, engage the sides of your core muscles, and exhale, twist to the right. Try to keep your left hip back as it tends to move forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Now come back to the front, sit back down, twist to the other side. So inhale, twist to the left, Right elbow cross over your left knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Engage your core. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Now come back to the front. Fold down into Uttanasana. Release our legs. So this time you can step back or maybe jump back. And then Cobra or Up Dog. Inhale, lift up your hips into a downward dog. This time, inhale, lift up your right leg back. Hips are squared. Exhale, lowering down your right foot to the front. Heel arch alignment, and then come up. Hands on your hips. Check both your hips are aligned with your legs. Your torso is on top of your hips. Press the outer left foot down. Engage the muscles in your left leg. Turn your right knee slightly out, pointing to the front. Tuck your tailbone down. Engage your core. Feel the opening in your hips. And then extend your arms by your sides. Maybe soften your elbows if you are hyper-flexible. And look at your right hand. Warrior 2. Now inhale, lean slightly forward, right palm up. Exhale, bend back. Reverse warrior. Inhale up. Exhale, lowering down your right hand and keep reaching forward, lean forward. And then bend your right arm, right elbow on your right knee. Open up your chest to the left. Extend your left arm by your ear. Extended side angle pose. So we are going to do this dynamically between the reverse warrior and then this extended side angle pose. So inhale up. Exhale, bend back, reverse warrior. Inhale up. Exhale, lean forward. Right elbow down. Extend your left arm. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Exhale, lean forward. Right elbow down. Straighten your left arm. Inhale up. Back. Reverse warrior. Exhale up. Lean forward. Right elbow down. Extend your left arm by your ear. Really press your left foot down. Try to draw your hips in the midline. Extend your spine. Open up your chest to the front. You can stay there or maybe lowering down your right hand to the mat. Really press your right tricep against your right knee. Open up your chest to the left. And then let's lowering down your left hand into the midline to do a side plank. So you can either do the supported side plank or the full side plank, or maybe the tree variation. So left shoulder on top of your left wrist. Maybe place the sole of your right foot on the inner left thigh. And lift up your hips. Lift up your right hand. And then lowering down your right hand into a plank with control. Knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. And then let's peel up into a downward dog. And we're going to repeat the sequence on the other side. So inhale, left leg back. Square your hips. Exhale, lowering down your left foot down to the front, heel arch alignment, and then come up. Adjust your alignment. Make sure your torso on top of your hips. Left knee pointing forward. Engage your right leg. Extend your arms. Look at your left hand. Feel the opening in your hips. Now inhale, lean slightly forward, left palm up. Exhale, bend back, reverse warrior. Inhale up. Now lean forward, left hand keep reaching forward, and then bend your left arm, left elbow by your left, on your left knee. Extend your right arm by your ear, extended side angle pose. Now we're going to do the dynamical sequence 3 more times. So inhale up, back, reverse warrior. Try to keep your legs still at where they are. Now lean forward, left arm down, straighten your right arm. Inhale up, back, reverse warrior. Exhale, lean forward, left elbow down, right arm straight. Last time, so inhale up, reverse warrior. Exhale, lean forward, left elbow down, extend your right arm. You can stay there or maybe lowering down your left hand to the mat. Press your left tricep against your left knee. Open up your chest to the right. And then let's lowering down your right hand to the middle of your mat. Choose one variation of the side plank and let's try it together. Make sure your right shoulder is on top of your right wrist. If you are in the full side plank, then on your outer left right foot, lift up your hips high, extend your left arm, and then lowering down with control into a plank, knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga, cobra or upper dog. And then let's peel up into a downward dog. Take a few breaths here. And be aware how you are breathing now. Maybe engage your ujjayi breathing. Make a small constriction at the back of your throat and hear the whispering sound when you breathe out. It helps you control your breaths. Now look between your hands. You can either step forward or maybe jump forward. If you are hopping forward, then bend your legs, heels together, and then hop lightly into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale halfway up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold down. Now bend your legs. Inhale, roll up. Hands on top of your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lowering down your hands in front of your chest. So let's continue with the flow. So inhale, hands up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend back, open up your chest. Engage your core. Inhale up, exhale, soften your knees, hinge forward, keep your torso, arms straight. And then lowering down your hands on a shin or on the mat into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale halfway up, look forward. Exhale, fold down. You can either step back or maybe jump back. If you are jumping back, make sure your shoulders are more or less on top of your wrists or maybe slightly forward. Bend your legs and then jump back. Cobra or upper dog. And then let's peel up into a downward dog. Inhale, lift up your right leg to the back, hips are squared. Exhale, lowering down your right foot forward into a lower lunge. On your fingertips, looking forward, lengthen your spine. Feel your hips are sinking towards the mat. Feel the stretch along the outer right hip and the front left thigh. Now we're going to do the jump change four times. So on your fingertips, jump change, jump change, jump change, jump change. So your right foot is forward now. Back to a lower lunge. Now weight in your left leg and then inhale, come up into a high lunge. Hands on your hips. So you may bend your left leg and lowering down and lunge deeper into your right leg and then try to straighten your left leg. Inhale, lift up your Hands on top of your shoulders. Engage your core. Exhale, open up your chest to the ceiling. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Let's lower down your left knee. And then inhale, come up into Anjaneyasana. So make sure your torso is on top of your hips. Keep your toes tucked under. And then inhale, hands up. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, open up your chest to the ceiling. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Left hand on top of your right knee. Open up your chest to the right. Twist to the right. And then inhale, back up. This time lean forward and then left elbow cross over your right knee. Hands in front of your heart into a prayer. Open up your chest to the right. And then come back to the front. Let's step back into a plank pose. Knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga, cobra or upper dog. And then lift up your hips high and back into downward dog. Let's do this on the other side. So inhale, lift up your left leg back. Hips are squared. Exhale, rolling down your left foot forward into a lower lunge. Look forward, lengthen your spine. Square your hips. Now we're going to do the jump change four times. So jump change, jump change, jump change, jump change. Your left foot is forward. And now inhale, come up into a high lunge, hands on your hips. Bend your right leg, launch deeper into your left leg, and then try to straighten your right leg. Make sure your torso is on top of your hips. Inhale, lift up your hands on top of your shoulders. Exhale, bend back. Engage your core. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down to the front. Right hand on top of your left knee. Inhale, open up your chest to the left. Left hand back. Really engage the sides of your core to help you with the twist. And then come back to the front. Lowering down your right knee to the mat. Inhale, come up into Anjaneyasana. Hands on your hips. Again, your torso is on top of your hips. Now inhale, lift up your hands. And exhale, bend back. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down to the left knee. Open up your chest to the left. Now come back to the front. This time, right elbow over your left knee. Hands in front of your heart into a prayer position. Open up your chest to the left. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist deeper to the left. And now come back to the front. Step back into a plank pose. Knee down chaturanga or full chaturanga, cobra or upper dog. And let's inhale, lift up into a downward dog. Let's take a few breaths here in this restorative pose. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Your hands are shoulder distance apart. Imagine there's someone drawing your hips back and up to help you lengthen your spine. Look between your legs. Inhale, look between your hands. You can hop forward, step forward, or hop forward. If you're hopping forward, bend your legs, lift up your hips high, and then lightly hop forward into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, look forward. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, bend your legs and come up. Hands on top of your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lowering down your hands in front of your heart. So let's continue with the flow. Another flow sequence before we try a few back bends, a few stronger back bends. So inhale, hands up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, open up your chest to the ceiling. Inhale up, exhale, soften your knees, hinge forward. Keep your torso, your arms straight. Lowering down into a forward fold, hands on your shins on the mat. Inhale, halfway up, look forward. Exhale, fold down. Jump back, step back or jump back. And then cobra up dog. Inhale, lift up into a downward dog.
Really press your hands down, weight in your legs. Now, inhale, lift up your right leg. Engage your core, look between your hands, and then bend your right leg, right knee high up. Imagine your right hip is on top of your left hip. Try to square your shoulders to the front. Feel the opening in your outer right hip. Now inhale, lean forward, left shoulder on top of your left wrist, step back, open up your right hand to the front, open up your chest to the ceiling into this flip dog. Really lift up your hips high. Inhale, lift up your right hand, back to a downward dog. Lift up your right leg and then step your right foot forward. Heel arch alignment, and then let's come up. Warrior two legs. Check your alignment, and then extend your arms by your sides. Look at your right hand. Really engage your core. Tuck your tailbone down. Feel the opening in your hips. Now lean slightly forward, right palm up. Exhale, bend back. Reverse warrior. Inhale up. Exhale, straighten your right leg. You may walk your left foot a few inches forward. Now we're going to try the triangle pose, Trikonasana. So inhale, lift up your right arm, lean forward, send your left hip back. Really press your right foot down, keep reaching forward, and then lowering down your right hand on your shin or maybe on the mat. Open up your chest to the left. Really draw your right hip back. Try to keep it in the midline to straighten your right leg, and then extend your left arm up. Look at your left hand or maybe forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, open up your chest to the front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Now, inhale, lift up. This time, bend your right leg and let's step back into a downward dog. You can, so let's all into this downward dog position now. Now look between your hands and lowering down your right forearm and then your left forearm into this dolphin variation. Really draw your hips back, lengthen your spine. Now look between your hands, walk back into a dolphin plank or forearm plank. Really engage your core, press your forearm down, look forward. Now walk forward into dolphin pose. Let's try this 2 more times. So inhale, walk back, dolphin plank. And then walk forward, dolphin pose. Last time, walk back, dolphin plank. And then walk forward, dolphin pose. And then bend your legs. Let's come up into a downward dog. So you can rest here in the downward dog or maybe in the child's pose. Or if you want to try a few kick ups, then step your left foot forward, maybe halfway forward, shift your weight forward so your shoulders are on top of your wrist. Look between your hands, lift up your right leg, try to keep your right leg straight, and then press your hands down to kick up. Bend your left leg to help you kick up a few times. And then let's all come down onto your front, lying down on your front, your forearm down, your elbows under your shoulders into this Phoenix pose. Open up your chest to the front. Now we're going to bend the right leg. Maybe use your right hand to find your right foot and really try to press it down towards your right hip. Really press your left forearm down. Try to keep your shoulders square to the front. And then let's change sides. So right forearm down. Bend your left leg. Now left hand grab your left foot. Press your left foot down. Really press your left thigh muscle, front thigh down. Press your right forearm down. Try to square your shoulders. And then let's release your leg and your arm. Let's come up into downward dog. We're going to try this on the other side. So inhale, left leg back. Look between your hands, engage your core, weight in your right leg, and then bend your left leg. Left knee high up, try to square your shoulders to the front. Left knee on top of, more or less on top of your right hip. Left hip on top of your right hip, and then lean forward, step your left foot down, open up your chest to the ceiling, extend your left hand forward into this flip dog. Now inhale, lift up your left hand back to your downward dog. Now step your left foot forward, heel arch alignment, and then come up. Adjust your alignment, and then extend your arms by your sides. Look at your left hand. Really press your right outer right foot down. Engage your muscles on your right leg. Now lean slightly forward, left palm up. Exhale, bend back. Reverse warrior. Inhale up. This time, straighten your left leg. Move your right foot a few inches forward. We're going to try the Trikonasana, the triangle pose. So inhale, extend your left arm forward, lean forward, send your right hip back. Left hand keep reaching forward, really press your left foot down, and then lowering down your left hand on your shin or maybe on the mat. Extend your right hand up. Really draw your left hip back, straighten your left leg, and also keep your hips in the midline. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, open up your chest to the right. Now inhale, come up. Now let's step back into your downward dog again. Now we're going to try the forearm, the dolphin pose again. So look between your hands, lowering down your right forearm, then your left forearm. You may bend your legs if you feel that's too much for your body. Really press your forearm down. Try to send your hips back and up, lengthen your spine. Now look between your hands and then lowering down your knees.
we're going to try the, so let's all come back to downward dog again. You can rest here, or maybe the child's pose, or if you want to try the kick up, then this time step your right foot forward, halfway forward, weight forward, so your shoulders are on top of your wrists. Really press your hands down, lift up your left leg, look between your hands, and then kick up a few times. And then let's lowering down onto your front. So now you can either try half bind, so one foot, one hand, one time, as we did earlier. So start with Phoenix pose and then half bind. Or if you want to try the bow pose with me now, let's do that. So listen to your body and choose the right level for yourself, and take care of your body, your lower back. Challenge yourself but not hurt yourself. So choose the right level for you, and let's practice it together. So if you are doing the full the bow pose, then forehead down, bend your legs, hands bind your feet, maybe the top of your feet or maybe the ankles. Try to draw your feet together, toes are touching each other. Now inhale, lift up, look forward. Really press your abdomen down. Press your feet against your hands to help you lift up. Open up your chest to the front. Now lowering down. And let's shift your hips back into your child pose. So open up your hips, knees out, toes in, and then walk your hands forward. Rest here in this child's pose. Forehead down, and really enjoy the deep breath here into the back of your nose. Be aware how you are breathing now, how your body is feeling now. Is there any tension in your body? Any pain in your body? Be mindful during the practice. Be kind to yourself. Take care of your body. Now inhale, walk your hands back. Let's sit up. So now we're going to do the bridge pose, and maybe do some stages of the shoulder stands, or some stages of the wheel pose. So let's lie down on your back. Bend your legs. Make sure your feet are flat on the mat. Draw your hips towards your feet. Feet are hip distance apart. Your fingers may touch your heels, palms down. Tuck your chin in slightly to lengthen your neck, the back of your neck. Now inhale, press your feet down, lift up your hips as high as possible, and you start to feel your chest is moving towards your chin. You may walk your hands in and bind your fingers. Really press your feet down to help you lift up. And then open up your arms, lowering down your spine, one vertebrae by one vertebrae. So you can try the bridge pose, practice it a few times, or if you want to practice the shoulder stand, then let's draw your knees towards your chest, palms down, and then lift up your legs back into this plow pose. Maybe clasp your fingers and walk your shoulders towards each other. Keep your legs straight, and then bend your arms. Place your hands at your lower back. You can do the so you can bend your legs halfway. So and maybe stay there. Really press. So really use your hand to support your lower back, or maybe extend your legs up and try to really move your hips towards forward, so your hips are more or less on top of your shoulders. Imagine there's a ball between your legs and try to squeeze the ball to help you engage your legs. And then lowering down into a plow pose. You may try this a few times, or maybe try a different variation. So this time you can clasp your hands on your mat and maybe try to lift up your legs. Really press your forearm down and try to straighten your body. And then back into plow pose. Roll down one vertebrae with control. So you may take a rest here, or if you want to try the wheel pose now, you can take this chance to practice it now. So if you want to try the wheel pose, then place your hands by your ears, palms down, fingers pointing forward in the direction of your legs. Elbows are parallel to each other, more or less shoulder distance apart. And then let's first lift up on your crown, adjust your hands, and then lift up. Maybe lift up your heels, walk your feet a few inches towards your hands. Try to straighten your arms, look between your hands, and then maybe lowering down your heels. Really engage your core. Imagine there's a brick between your knees and try to squeeze it to keep them parallel. Now lowering down your foot, lowering down your head, lowering down your torso. So let's draw our knees towards the chest. Swing from side to side to massage your lower back after this strong back bend. And now let's rock and roll along your spine and come up. So sit a bit back so you have enough space in front of you to straighten your legs. Now we're going to wind down before the final breathing practice. So sit on sitting bones, hands by your hips into Dandasana, the staff pose. Inhale, press your sitting bone down, press your hands down, lift up your spine. And then exhale, lean forward, walk your fingers towards your feet. Try to keep your spine straight. If your lower back is rounded, then maybe sit on a block or maybe bend your legs to help you keep your spine straight. And then you can keep reaching forward. Maybe your hands bind with your feet. Look over your toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold down slightly. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. If you start to round your spine, then come up a bit and stay there. As long as you can feel the stretch in your hamstrings, then that height works perfect for your body. Now inhale, come up. We're going to do a twist. So this time, bend your right leg, and your left foot is by your right foot is by your left hip, and then place your left foot flat on the mat over your right knee into the half float of the fish pose. Hook your right knee with your left knee with your right elbow, and then turn your body to the left. Maybe draw your right knee slightly towards your chest to help you sitting on your sitting bones. Left hand at the back by your hips. Inhale, lengthen forward, lengthen up. Exhale, twist towards the left. You can stay there, or maybe right elbow over your left knee to have a deeper stretch, a deeper twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Or maybe you can do the full bind with your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Engage your core muscles, especially the sides of the core muscles. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Now inhale, come back to the front. Let's change sides. So this time, left leg down, left foot by your right hip, right foot flat on your mat, by your left knee, and then hook your right knee with your left elbow. Turn your body to the right. Make sure you are sitting on both sitting bones. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Maybe left elbow over your right knee, right hand down by your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Or maybe do the full bind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Really engage the sides of your core muscles. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then come back to the front. Release your legs. So now we're going to finish the class with a short breathing practice, the alternative nostril breathing with some variations. So you can either sit on a mat or maybe sit on a block in a comfortable sitting position. We're going to stay there for around 5 to 10 minutes. So if you feel cold, you can wear your socks, add on a warmer. Once you are ready, then I invite you to close your eyes. And not now. Okay, so we're going to close the eyes later. So I'll demonstrate you again the hand gesture. So to remind yourself. So we're going to use the Murgi Mudra, so the deer hand gesture. So your index finger and mid finger are curled, and we're going to use the ring finger to press the left nostril. So I'm not mirroring you. We're all doing the same way. And then use your right thumb to press your right nostril. So all the time they are tightly, slightly placed on top of your nostrils. And if you increase the pressure, press it down, then you are going to close one nostril. So we'll always keep one nostril open, one nostril closed, or maybe both closed. And I'm going to talk you through. So first, hands on your knees. I invite you to close your eyes now, and I'm going to do that. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your shoulder blades back and down. Open up your chest. Now come to your natural breathing. You may start to count your breaths. If you inhale for 4 counts, try to exhale for 4 counts. Now lift up your right arm, bend your right arm, place your into that hand gesture and place your ring finger on your left nostril, your thumb on your right nostril. So we are ready for the alternative nostril breathing practice. So we are going to breathe through our left nostril. So inhale, take a deep breath in and exhale out. And let's start. So close your right nostril, inhale left, close left, exhale right, inhale right, close right, exhale left. Try to breathe in and breathe out equally. So if you inhale for 4 counts, try to exhale for 4 counts. Inhale left, close left, exhale right, inhale right, close right, exhale left. So that's the second round. Let's continue for 3 more rounds at your own pace. And now we're going to continue with the practice with some intentions. So inhale for 4 counts, and then after inhalation, hold for 4 counts. Then exhale through your right nostril for 4 counts. Close your right nostril, hold for 4 counts. Inhale right nostril, 4 counts. Close right nostril, hold for 4 counts. Exhale through your left nostril for 4 counts. So that's 1 round. And let's continue the sequence for 4 more rounds at your own pace. Once you finish, place your right hand down and come back to your normal breathing. And be aware how you are breathing now. Maybe you feel your nostrils are more opened. Your breaths are a bit deeper now. You may feel you are more balanced, a bit calmer. after the practice. Now wiggle your fingers. Inhale, lift up your hands on top of your shoulders. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, lowering down your hands in front of your heart. Keep your eyes closed. Now grab your hands against each other, create some heat, and then place your palms on top of your eyes. Feel the heat is spreading to your face, to your eyes. Now loose your fingers, let some light in. Open up your eyes behind your palms, lowering down your hands in front of your heart, lowering down your forehead towards your fingers, and thank yourself for taking this time for yourself, for your yoga practice. Really appreciate yourself for your discipline. I hope you feel a bit calmer now, have a more balanced mind, heart. I may carry this feeling with you in the coming hours or maybe the coming days. Namaste. Thank you for taking this class with me today, and I hope you can continue with your yoga practice. So this will be the last class I'm recording for this stage. I may record more classes later on, and I hope you can continue with your own practice, maybe practice the previous classes with me, or maybe in some other ways. Thank you.